I've had a few people ask me so far, what do I do for a living? Well, I'm an apprentice level 2 diesel technician, so working on transport trailers, working on transport trucks, stuff like that, heavy equipment. So I'm going to give you guys a review of my current toolbox and my current tools that I have as a level 2. They're good enough to get the job done, they work pretty good, and some of them are much cheaper than you think, so let's get into it.
So, starting off, my toolbox setup here is simply just an old international toolbox I picked up off my buddy for 200 bucks. Really good deal. And then my grandfather's old red top box off to the side. It opens like this, as you can see, closed. Closed is like that. Focus. There you go. And then for moving tools around, I got 3 bags, 1 huge DeWalt bag and 2 Mac bags, small and big. Got all my cans and organizers and my power ports, gloves, Snap-on leak test finder. It's a little wore out. The lettering's starting to come up. I'm going to have to bring this back to the truck and get a new one, you know. Lifetime warranty on that. Free refills. 599 bucks. Good deal. So down at the bottom drawer is where I keep all my power tools here. Most of them that I can fit in here. I got some more coming that are a little interesting, but we're going to have to wait and see on those. 2 best tools that I use on a daily is my Mac electric ratchet. It's 12 volt. Part number, there's the part number on the air ratchet, BRSO38. This guy fits in a whole bunch of tight little spots, goes up to 45 foot-pounds, and it has a stopper on it, so you're never going to jam your hand. Works great. And then even in heavy equipment, I use this guy daily. It's a 12 volt, little tiny electric impact gun. It's the Extreme Subcompact Series, whatever. It does a really good job. Where is the part number here? There's the part number. DCF 903. This little guy works just a treat. This thing's strong enough to take out 7.3 power stroke head bolts on a seized 7.3 power stroke. So take that however you will. If I need to take off any big stuff, I have my Mac here. It's the exact same as DeWalt, just a little bit more oil and chemical resistant. Here's the part number up here, BWP152. This guy works good. It can take lug nuts off if I need it to, but I usually just use that if I'm outside on a service call or anything like that. I got a couple other little knickknacks in here. Impact driver for some light interior stuff. Palm sander for if I need to do anything on body work, etc., etc. It hasn't been used much. I actually got this for the F-150. This is the palm sander, DCW210. So we'll be breaking that out soon. And then just a drill. This drill I have had for about 10 years, and it still keeps on giving. Here's the part number, DCD777, my lucky 7. It works good. You can hear it's super loose, but it still keeps on going. It works every day. Mac impact driver works good. Goes to about 35, 45 foot-pounds. It's good for small little interior stuff that you need a little snout for. Plus, if you're doing anything inside a trailer that you need a driver for, this little end here works just a treat. Part number up here. Focus. MCF 886. Works good. No complaints on any of my DeWalts. My last DeWalt tool that I have right now is just if I need to do some type of Sawzall stuff. It's not very often. We have the brushed version of the 20 volt max series DCS 380, and I got some other stuff in some of these drawers, but I'll go over some stuff in a sec.
Now, you're going to see that I have a mix of everything. I have some Snap-on, Mac, Stanley, DeWalt, whole bunch of stuff. Princess Auto, that's the Canadian version of Harbor Freight. Canadian Tire, that's basically like a Walmart, if you guys, or like a Target in the States. But I got a mix of both, so let's keep going through.
Now that we got the battery tools kind of out of the way, we're going to start at the top of my red box here. Simply just little junk drawer of pens and basically daily stuff that I pick out at the very beginning of the shift. Little Mac screwdriver. These guys work good. There's a pry bar that comes with this too. They work great. Lifetime warranty. I put them on every day. Bolt junk drawer, you always need one. Some tires and extra nuts. Lubricants. Grinder accessories. And small cutoff wheels. Cutters, grippers, anything kind of along that way. Small little tools. Top drawer, it's still incomplete, but this is what I need for right now, so I'll go over what I have. Simple strap wrench, it's a Fram version from Princess Auto, so that would be the equivalent of a Harbor Freight. It's not very often I need a heavy duty, we have a snap-on one at the shop, so even if I break this one, it doesn't matter. It's not very often I go for those, especially on the Peterbilts that we work on. Mac medium, swivel head ratchet, works pretty good. That's pretty much what I use on the daily. Lifetime warranty, so there's no problem if it breaks. And the Mac guy, he comes almost every second day, so it's nice. And then I just got some backup ratchets. I don't use these often, but they still do the job when need be. Old school Craftsman medium breaker bar. This thing will not flex at all. We've put pipes on it, etc. It works good. Big old wheel seal puller. And then assorted sockets and everything. Nothing too fancy, but it gets the job done. I've never had a problem yet. Assorted wrenches. These are all my standard wrenches and any type of grippers I need, etc. Snap-on air gun. That thing works a treat. If you ever need a blowout, any obstructions from hoses or orifice or whatever you're working on. Metric wrenches. Nothing too much going on this drawer, but it really doesn't matter. Down here, just assorted punches, chisels, anything I need down here. Some transfer punches, bought these on sale, never used them yet. And then an old 230-piece set of drill bits. This is the Grip brand, never heard of it. It's from Princess Auto. I got this entire thing at Christmas for $9.99. That being $9.99. Same as these punches, $5 for a whole set of punches. You can't go wrong. So in this, it's 230 drill bits. Here, I'll open it up for you. 200. As you can see, there's a few missing, but it doesn't matter. It was $9.99. So you get 30 little tiny drill bits here. If you break one, just go grab another one. It doesn't matter. You guys already seen this down here, but I got my ear protection, respirator, Mac Terminal Ninja Stars, I like to call them. These little guys, they work good if you got to unpin a connector. Pretty much any connector you need to unpin, these guys will do it. Torch, and I also have my air tools in here. So I have my air gun. This is just a Pro Point 1/2 inch gun. I've had this forever and it still works. I use this little 1/2 inch gun to take off lug nuts off our trucks, and these aren't new either. These are like 2010 seized lug nuts, a little bit of penetrating oil, and it will rip those guys right off. It works some good, and even if it breaks, whatever, you go get another one. Stuff like that, fellas, you don't need to buy the best all the time. You can just abuse the cheap ones, go get another one when it breaks. It doesn't matter. This guy right here, you can buy on sale for $79 Canadian. That's practically free in American. Moving on, we got rust down here. You need a needle scaler. There's no two ways around it. Little 90-degree zip cut. Got a little sander on it right now. This guy works good. It just chills up. It gets really cold. And then a high horsepower Mac. Works pretty good. It's a 1/2 horsepower cutoff wheel. Does really good. Here's the part number. AG525S. And then here, you don't need a fluke multimeter or a snap-on multimeter unless you're doing electrical every single second of your day. If not, if it's just like once a day kind of deal, just get something cheap. I've worked with this for a long time. Use it at the barn, use it here. It's never let me down. Plus, if it ever breaks, they're all at Princess Auto. Moving to this drawer right here, we have some electrical stuff. I like the channel lock type stuff. They work pretty good. So channel lock here. I got a snap-on close cut hammer drawer. Nothing special. These get beat up every day. I have some claw hammers in here because we need them. We do a little bit of everything at this shop. It works good. nice drawer of screwdrivers. You can use them as chisels, whatever. You can get a whole pack. All these little ones with the blue handles there, got the whole pack at Princess Auto for screwdrivers. Get this, fellers, the entire pack for $7.99. And that came with a whole bunch of these little small ones. Granted, they're almost useless, but I use them as little punches for anything. You break them, you throw them away, whatever, bring them back to Princess Auto, who cares? But the big ones, I've had these for a while. They work good. No real complaints. If you abuse them, they're gonna break, but you just take them back. It doesn't matter. And then a set of picks. Now, funny story, the same picks basically at Snap-on and Mac. They're long. I get it, they're nice. They're like $50, $60 for picks. This right here, guys, is $10. Comes with the entire kit. Works good. I've had this thing for years now, and it's still going strong. If you're putting enough torque on picks that you're breaking them, find something else to do the job. Get a pry bar.
So yeah, that's basically the toolbox setup that I have. I would like to get a nicer box down the road, and I likely will. But you don't have to go in expensive to do the job. A lot of people get the misconception that you have to spend hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands on your tools just to do the job, unless you're very specific. If you have a bad shop that doesn't supply anything for you, here we have a lot supplied for us, which is nice. Shop equipment, dial indicators, stuff like that, torque wrenches, we don't need to get. It's a good deal. So basic toolkit like that does most of your jobs on hydraulics, heavy transports, and loaders and such. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, but we're trying new things. If you guys liked it, let me know. If you really liked it, consider subscribing, but you don't have to. I'll see you guys in the next one.